All right, class. So today we're moving away from area and perimeter and moving into numbers and patterns and following certain rules that the problem gives you. So today we're going to focus on Janila's problem here. It's saying Janila needs to follow the rule multiply by 2, subtract 2. If she starts with the number 4, what are the next 4 numbers she has? So we're going to circle the word rule here because that's going to tell us what we need to follow in order to find our next numbers in our pattern. And if she's starting with the number 4, that's going to be the first number in her pattern. We need to find the next 4 by following this rule here. This is the most important aspect of the problem. So if we follow the rule multiply by 2, subtract 2, we can find our next number from 4 by multiplying 4 times 2, which is 8, and then taking away 2, which is equal to 6. That's only the first number from 4. To find the second number, so we have to multiply 6 times 2, which is equal to 12, and then take away 2 to get 10. That's going to be the next number in our pattern. Then we'll take 10, multiply it by 2 to get 20, and then subtract 20 by 2 to get 18. And then we'll take 18, multiply it by 2 to get 36, and then take away 2 to get 34. These are going to be the next 4 numbers in our pattern by following this rule, multiply by 2, subtract by 2. We're going to move on down here in our page to our next question. And this time we're dealing with shapes in certain patterns. So as you can see in term 1, we have 1 square. In the second term, we have 3 squares. Third term, we have 6 squares. And the fourth term, we have 10 squares. So as you can see, there's not really like a set pattern for here, but we want to see and try to figure out if we can find how many would be in term 5. So especially with shape patterns, you're going to want to find what is different in between each term. So for term 1, you can see that there's 1 square there, but then term 2 has 2 squares on the bottom, just like term 3 and term 4. So that must mean that term 5 must have 5 on the bottom. And then from there on up, it's 1 less than it was on the bottom. So if there's 5 on the bottom here, then we'll need 4 on the next level, 3 on the next level, 2 on the next level, and then 1 on top. So after finding that information out, we can see how many squares or circles are in term 5. We have 5 on the bottom, 4 on the next, 3 on the next, 2 on the next, and then 1. 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 3 is 12, plus 2 is 14, plus 1 is 15. Term 5 is going to have 15. And then the pattern would continue with term 6 having 6 on the bottom, 5 on top of that, 4 on top of that, 3 on top of that, 2 on top of that, and then 1 on top of that. So we would have 6 plus 5 plus 4. So 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. I know 6 and 4 make a 10. I know 5 and 3 and 2 make another 10. And then we have this 1 left over. So 10 plus 10 is 20, plus 1 is 21. And that would be term 6. So it's not always going to give you a rule. Sometimes you would have to find the rule on your own. In this case, the rule would be start with the number, the term tells you how many squares on the bottom row, and then fill it in on the rest, just like the other terms. So sometimes they're going to give you a rule, like our previous problem here. It said she needs to follow the rule. It'll tell you the rule. But then sometimes with number patterns, they're not going to tell you the rule. You have to figure it out by using a little bit of complex cognitive ability. Try it out. See if you can solve the problems on your own, or maybe develop your own rule and share it with us on the Zoom session today. Thank you.